What's up, peeps? My name's Ian. I sell books on eBay, and I wanted to take the chance to run through the few orders that have come through over the last day-ish, and also to have a quick talk about something that came up in the comments the other day, and I was a wee bit dismissive of. You'll have seen from the title of this video what that might be about, but we'll get to that in a minute. Run through a few orders, see what's going out. Alright, first up, a Disneyland Parks Paris autograph book. Carnet d'autographes, however you pronounce that. Picked that up by accident. I was grabbing some Disney stuff, didn't realise what it was, but that sold for £6.69. So off to a not bad restart for the day for stuff that I didn't even know I was selling. Next we have, I don't have things in order today, which is not very like me, but we've got, oh no I did, it's right there. Stormbreaker, Anthony Horowitz. Haven't sold any of these in ages. It's another book that goes out in a flurry. What's his name again? Alex Rider and his other books. They all go out in flurries. £5.84 for that one. Nothing extravagant. And then we have our first bundle of the day, which is some Percy Jackson by Rick Riordan. The three of them went for £9.69. So as you can guess, it is not a big sales day yet again. It's just what it is. Nobody's complaining about it. We're just getting on with it, doing what we can to use the time that I'm not spending picking and packing to do other things. Going out looking for nice, fresh new stock, getting things organised. Speaking of getting things organised, I've got a stack or a shelf's worth of books from my T section, so authors with their surname starts with T, and they've vanished. I don't know where they've gone. I need to work out what was on that shelf and go and update the listings. But one book sold today that should have been on that shelf, and I've got 3 copies of it, and one of them sold, and none of them are there. And when I've had a wee look, other things that I know should be there aren't there either. So I don't know what the heck I've done. I've been looking everywhere to try and work out when I've been, regularly going like keep things tidied up. Have I moved them all in bulk? But I have searched through everything. And I've spent a ridiculous amount of time searching through everything. Don't know where they've gone. So anyway, I will find them, but it's really frustrating in the meantime. Right, two more orders, and then I'll get on to kind of the topic of today's video. Complete guide to foam rolling, not the topic of today's video, but a nice fitness self-help book. You know I like them. Sold for loads of money. Well, actually it did not bad. £8.59 for that one there. So take that all the time. And then we have 3 little sci-fis. Arthur C. Clarke. A bundle of Arthur C. Clarke. So there we go. That's what they are. What was it? A Fall of Moondust, The City and the Stars, and Rendezvous with Rama. So the 3 of them, £9.99. So that nice £10-ish type of sale. Right, the title. YouTube, million views, making money. Yeah, you get the gist. I reached 1,000 subscribers in the last week or so, so finally became monetized. And I'd been having a wee look to see what to expect when that happened, and I was not expecting much of anything. To be honest, it looked like it would be pennies a day for, I'll get in a typical day anywhere between 500 and 1,000 views. It's quite a wide bandwidth, I know, but that's fairly typical. And from all the different estimation things, Social Blade, going on and looking at that looked like pennies a day, anywhere from 12p maybe all the way up to £1.20 a day, which I am not knocking at all. That all adds up, and then when you hit 60 quid, whatever it is, YouTube will pay that money out into your bank account and you've got free money. I mean, that's what it is. I did not start doing this to make money off of doing YouTube videos. This is just because it's part of what I want to do every day. But if every few months, once a year even, you got an extra 60 quid just dropped into your bank account, you're not going to complain. Somebody pointed out, if I'm picking up books at 25 pence each, That's like 200 plus books that I can then go out and buy for free. Well, got to pay money for them, but you know, it's going to come off of that. Cycle them around again, and that would be a couple of £100 profit potentially. So it's not a bad thing. I did not want to be dismissive, but things have changed. There's a couple of days delay before YouTube will show you what your estimated earnings are so far. I have discovered, I'm not saying I'm an expert on this is what I'm learning as I go along. So when it got to the first day's worth of views, which was about 900 views on that day, it came back saying that my estimated earnings for that, once they've taken their 45 or 55%, is about a fiver, which really surprised me. It's still not millionaire money, but it's a heck of a lot more than I expected. I expected like maybe a fiver a month if things went well. So that's like, wow. Second day came in and it was £6. Actually more than £6. It's £12 something in total for the 2 days that it's registered so far in predicted earnings. Now I don't know what that's actually going to turn into when it reaches the end of whatever the payment period is, processes it and decides whether or not it's giving me any money. But that's way, way, way higher than I had anticipated it being. So that's at 1,000 views a day. It's less than that on average, to be honest. Average is 700-800, but between 500 and 1,000. So if that was 1,000 views a day, making £5 a day, then over the course of a year, that's actually quite a lot more than the kind of 50-60 quid a year that I would have expected from the level I'm at with this at the moment. So 5 times 365 would be nearly £2,000, 1,800 quid for just that basic 1,000 views a day, which means that you see these other channels, and assuming they've got a similar demographic to my videos and you know the types of adverts that are running, if they are hitting 1 million views, that's £5,000. So it's like, well, all of a sudden this looks like something where potentially you could, it could be a wee side hustle. It's for this type of, you know, channel and this type of content. I don't think it's ever going to be like serious income. You never know. You know, never say no to any of these things, never say never. But it does seem that potentially, if instead of 1,000 views a day, you know, in a year's time, 2 years' time, I'm maybe getting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 views a day, then suddenly over the course of a year, that becomes a reasonable wee side hustle income. You know, if you're making 20 quid a day for doing next to nothing, I know I can spend half an hour doing these videos, but I don't count that as effort. Hope that makes sense. So that could quite quickly add up into something which is actually a reasonable wee side hustle income. Let's say you'd need to be getting, you know, hundreds of thousands of views a day for it to become a serious income, which I know a lot of people on YouTube actually manage to achieve. It would be lovely, don't get me wrong, but it's not particularly my ambition on that side of it. But you know, a £5 a day is fantastic compared to what I thought it might be. But we'll see what the truth of that is in a month when the actual earnings report comes out. If anybody's a lot wiser on these things than me, please tell us how that works. How does the actual earnings paid compare to what it shows you as your estimated earnings over a period? Is it vastly different? Is it kind of on the money? More, less? Whatever it might be. It'd be really good to hear those that are, quite a few of you will be well into that position and be able to share that information, hopefully, so the rest of us know what the heck is going on. But let's say I've been a bit dismissive of the whole YouTube payments thing, but actually it looks like it's a lot better than I thought it was or thought it was going to be. So interested to see how that develops. And if this video got 1 million views, wow, I'd be able to buy a camera. Keep watching, peeps. Anyway, that's all that was about. A bit of a blether and saying yes, this has surprised me and it's been a pleasant surprise so far. Next order, a couple of DVD stacks today. That is the first one, 10 Disney DVDs, just your usual mixed bundle of Pixar classics, moderns, you know. That lot went for $13.99. So I do like my DVD bundles. Right, next we've got a big bundle of books, and it's one of these actually. Francine Toon Pine is the one that I cannot find, that I know I have. I will find it, but other than that, this includes one little Paulo Coelho bundle, bit of William Golding, bit of Donna Tartt, popular lady today, you'll see why soon. Adrian Walker, Human Son, Stephen Chbosky. What's the hero? Oh, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. So this is The Imaginary Friend, another one from there. Bit of a horror compendium. Christy Lefteri, Beekeeper of Aleppo. Another Mr. Golding. This time it's the original and the best, Lord of the Flies. And a bit of Dean Koontz, Dark Rivers of the Heart. And like I say, with that should also be Pine by Francine Toon, which will show up. I will find it in the next half hour. I say I've got 3 copies, so it is there. So yeah, it can't not be on my shelves. Anyway, that lot sold for £32.13. So that was quite nice. Unfortunately, it's on promoted listings, so probably about a tenner of that will be going to eBay. Right, next, Donna Tartt. Said she was a popular lady. The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Good condition paperback, and that sold for £9 exactly. Next, another bundle of DVDs. We have 18 of them this time. And that's them there. So a right old mix, some Spider-Man, some war movies, some 80s comedies, The Commitments, Full Metal Jacket, the Ealing Studios collection, Full Monty, American Gangsters, An Officer in Space Jam. They're all in there. So a right good mixed bundle, and that lot went for £35.81. So those were the day savers. The day savers, that sounds like cheap electricity. But yeah, a couple of good size bulk orders there, which bumped up the total for the day. And finally, Donna Tartt, The Secret History. I've sold lots of copies of these, you know, over the last months. Whenever I get them in, they don't sit about for long. I've actually picked up, I think, 4 in the last week. One of them, the pages were falling out. Bummer. But that means I managed to get 3 of them up. 2 of them I've sold already. The third one just got listed yesterday. In fact, this morning. Sometime in the last 24 hours, I added the last one onto the listing so that the listing wouldn't die when the first one of these sold. But that's another one for £9. And hopefully the final copy that I've got sitting there will sell just as quickly, and that will be another £9, which is great. The Secret History, Donna Tartt, it sells all the time. Don't know why, but it's obviously very popular. If you can find a hardcover copy, a first edition copy, a signed copy, worth a fortune. So definitely a book to look out for in any kind of format, any edition. If you can pick it up for £1, you're going to make some money on it. So I sell that for £5 plus postage. So £5 and a penny plus postage actually. I don't know why I've got £5 and a penny. It's probably a typo when I was putting the price in the first place, but £9 exactly for Secret History, and that's 2 of them sold today. So 2 paperbacks that cost me 50p in total, I've sold for £18. That's a good deal as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, that was all for today. I know I've got another wee video out with the preview for the sale on Monday evening at 7 p.m. It will be live, 40 odd lots, hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth of books. That's at eBay sale prices, you know. Hopefully some interesting bits and pieces in there for you, including a Donna Tartt first edition, but it's the Goldfinch, not the Secret History, although it's still a very nice book and very, very popular and got a wee bit of value to it. And yeah, that's us for today. I'm away now to go and find a shelf full of books where the author's name starts with a T, and I will flaming find them. Right, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. If not in the morning, I'll be there at 7 o'clock in the evening, and we can catch up then. Okay, love you, see you, bye.